Charlie and the Chocolate Factory remains one of cinema's most imaginative fantasy adventures. Remembered for its colorful world, strange humor, emotional family story, and unforgettable characters. In this video, we'll look back at the cast, their real names, ages, famous roles, and their journeys after the film. We'll also remember the talented actors who are no longer with us, but whose performances still bring warmth and magic to the story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your favorite character in the comments. Let's return to Willy Wonka's mysterious factory, where dreams, temptation, childhood lessons, and pure imagination made this film a magical classic. Johnny Depp brought strange charm, mystery, and childlike unease to the role of Willy Wonka in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Tim Burton's 2005 fantasy film based on Roald Dahl's classic story. Born John Christopher Depp II on the 9th of June 1963 in Owensboro, Kentucky, he was 42 years old when the film was released. Depp played Wonka not simply as a magical candy maker, but as a lonely and eccentric genius shaped by fear, isolation, and an unusual childhood. His pale face, precise voice, awkward smile, and unpredictable reactions made the character feel both funny and unsettling, giving this version of Wonka a very different energy. Working again with director Tim Burton, Depp filled the role with odd but memorable details, from the stiff posture to the nervous way Wonka speaks about family and children. By that time, he had already become one of Hollywood's most recognizable actors, known for transforming unusual characters into unforgettable screen figures. His performance earned him a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actor in a musical or comedy, showing how strongly the role stood out. As of May 2026, Johnny Depp is 62 years old. His legacy in this film remains tied to imagination, weird humor, emotional distance, and a version of Willy Wonka that audiences still remember as one of his most distinctive performances. Freddie Highmore brought innocence, warmth, and quiet emotional honesty to the role of Charlie Bucket, the kind-hearted boy whose humility and love for his family made him the heart of the story. Born Alfred Thomas Highmore on the 14th of February 1992 in Camden Town, London, England, he was only 13 years old at the time of the film's release in 2005. Highmore played Charlie with a natural gentleness that never felt forced. His soft voice, thoughtful eyes, and simple reactions helped show a child who had very little in life, but still carried deep gratitude, patience, and hope. Instead of making the character overly dramatic, he gave him a quiet sincerity that balanced the strange and colorful world around him. Before this role, Highmore had already gained attention for his moving performance alongside Johnny Depp in Finding Neverland. Afterward, he continued to build a respected career, later becoming widely known for more mature television roles, especially as Norman Bates in Bates Motel and Dr. Sean Murphy in The Good Doctor. As of May 2026, Freddie Highmore is 34 years old. His legacy in this role remains tied to purity, kindness, and a performance that made Charlie Bucket feel believable, gentle, and deeply memorable. David Kelly brought warmth, humor, and gentle emotional charm to the role of Grandpa Joe, Charlie Bucket's loving grandfather and the family member who believes most deeply in the boy's dream. Born on the 11th of July, 1929, in Dublin, Ireland, he was 76 years old at the time of the film's release in 2005. Kelly played Grandpa Joe with a bright spirit and a lively sense of wonder, making him feel like an old man whose body was weak but whose imagination was still full of life. His excited reactions, soft voice, and affectionate bond with Charlie helped bring tenderness to the story, especially during the scenes inside Wonka's strange and magical factory. Before this role, Kelly had already built a long and respected career across Irish stage, film, and television, becoming known for his expressive face, comic timing, and ability to make even small characters feel memorable. He also earned wide recognition for his performance in Waking Ned Devine, and was regarded as one of Ireland's beloved character actors. David Kelly passed away on the 12th of February, 2012, in Dublin, Ireland, at the age of 82 after a short illness. His legacy in this role remains tied to kindness, hope, and the touching image of a grandfather whose joy helped make Charlie's journey feel even more magical. Helena Bonham Carter brought quiet tenderness, worry, and emotional warmth to the role of Mrs. Bucket, Charlie's loving mother, whose kindness helped shape the heart of the story. Born on the 26th of May, 1966, in London, England. She was 39 years old at the time of the film's release, in 2005. Bonham Carter played the character with a gentle sadness and natural affection, showing a mother who had very little to offer materially, but gave her son patience, comfort, and deep love. Her soft voice, tired expression, and caring presence made the Bucket family's poverty feel real without becoming overly dramatic. Although her screen time was modest, she added emotional grounding to the film, balancing the strange world of Willy Wonka with a sense of home, family, and quiet sacrifice. By this point, Bonham Carter was already a highly respected actress, known for her bold range, distinctive screen presence, and frequent work in both period dramas and darker fantasy roles. She later continued to earn praise for performances in major films and television projects, proving her ability to move between elegance, eccentricity, and deep emotion. As of May 2026, Helena Bonham Carter is 59 years old. Her legacy in this role remains tied to maternal warmth, quiet strength, and a performance that helped make Charlie's home life feel sincere and deeply human. Deep Roy brought remarkable physical skill, comic precision, and unforgettable visual energy to the role of the Oompa Loompas, the mysterious workers inside Willy Wonka's factory. Born Mohinder Purba on the 1st of December 1957 in Nairobi, Kenya, he was 47 years old at the time of the film's release in 2005. Roy did not play just one character. Through repeated filming, choreography, and digital effects, he portrayed every Oompa Loompa scene throughout the story. His performance required great patience and discipline, especially in the musical sequences, where each movement, expression, and reaction had to match the strange rhythm of Wonka's world. Instead of making the characters feel like background figures, Roy gave them sharp personality, silent humor, and a memorable screen presence. Before this role, he had already appeared in many films and television projects, often bringing unique physical acting and character work to fantasy, science fiction, and comedy roles. He later remained recognized for his distinctive performances and his ability to make unusual characters feel vivid and entertaining. As of May 2026, Deep Roy is 68 years old. His legacy in this role remains tied to dedication, transformation, and one of the most technically demanding performances in the film. AnnaSophia Robb brought confidence, energy, and sharp competitive spirit to the role of Violet Beauregard, the ambitious young gum chewer whose pride becomes one of the story's most memorable lessons. Born on the 8th of December 1993 in Denver, Colorado, she was 11 years old at the time of the film's release in 2005. Robb played Violet with a bold presence that made the character instantly stand out. Her quick smile, focused attitude, and fearless body language showed a girl raised to win, compete, and believe she should always be the best. Instead of making Violet only rude or spoiled, Robb gave her a bright, restless energy that made the character funny, intense, and believable as a child shaped by pressure and praise. Her scenes with her equally driven mother added another layer to the role, showing how competition had become part of Violet's identity. Around that time, Robb was still early in her acting career, but this performance helped introduce her to a wider audience. She later continued to grow as an actress, taking on more emotional and mature roles in film and television. As of May 2026, AnnaSophia Robb is 32 years old. Her legacy in this role remains tied to confidence, comic attitude, and a performance that turned Violet into one of the most unforgettable children in the story. Julia Winter brought spoiled confidence, sharp attitude, and a memorable sense of entitlement to the role of Veruca Salt, the rich young girl whose every wish is treated like a command. Born on the 17th of March, 1993, in Stockholm, Sweden, she was 12 years old at the time of the film's release, in 2005. Winter played Veruca with a polished but demanding presence, making the character feel both elegant and impossible to satisfy. Her cold stare, controlled voice, and impatient reactions helped show a child who had grown used to getting everything she wanted without understanding gratitude or limits. Instead of making Veruca only loud or childish, Winter gave her a calm arrogance that made the role even more striking. Her scenes with Mr. Salt also revealed how completely her father's indulgence shaped her behavior, This became her only major screen role, as she later stepped away from acting and chose a much more private life. As of May 2026, Julia Winter is 33 years old. Her legacy in this role remains tied to poise, spoiled charm, and a performance that turned Veruca Salt into one of the story's most unforgettable children. Jordan Fry brought curiosity, quiet seriousness, and a modern sense of wonder to the role of Mike TV, the television-obsessed boy whose intelligence is mixed with impatience and arrogance. Born on the 7th of June, 1993, in Spokane, Washington, he was 12 years old at the time of the film's release in 2005. Fry played Mike with a sharp, restless energy that made the character feel very different from the other children. His fast speech, skeptical attitude, and intense focus on technology showed a boy who believed he understood the world better than the adults around him. Instead of making Mike simply rude, Fry gave him a clever but emotionally distant quality, which helped turn the character into a warning about obsession, ego, and losing touch with real imagination. His scenes inside the factory added a more modern edge to the story, especially through his fascination with screens, signals, and invention. After this role, Fry continued acting for a time, including voice work and other screen appearances, but later became much less active in Hollywood. As of May 2026, Jordan Fry is 32 years old. His legacy in this role remains tied to sharp intelligence, youthful arrogance, and a performance that made Mike TV one of the story's most distinctive children. Philip Wiegratz brought greed, comic impatience, and childlike exaggeration to the role of Augustus Gloop, the German boy whose love for chocolate leads to one of the story's most memorable factory mishaps. Born on the 17th of February, 1993, in Magdeburg, Germany, he was 12 years old at the time of the film's release in 2005. Wiegratz played Augustus with a bold and funny presence, making the character feel spoiled by appetite rather than cruelty. His eager expressions, messy excitement, and constant focus on food helped show a child who had never learned self-control. Instead of making Augustus only ridiculous, Wiegratz gave him a playful innocence that made his downfall in the chocolate river both humorous and unforgettable. The role marked his English-language film debut and required him to wear a fat suit, while some reports also note that he performed his own stunt work for the river scene. Afterward, he continued acting in several German productions, including the Wild Chicks films, Lore and Ruby Red, before later stepping away from acting. As of May 2026, Philip Wiegratz is 33 years old. His legacy in this role remains tied to comic energy, appetite, and a performance that turned Augustus Gloop into one of the story's most memorable children. Christopher Lee brought authority, cold restraint, and quiet emotional weight to the role of Dr. Wilbur Wonka, Willy Wonka's strict father, whose severe rules shaped much of his son's strange personality. Born Christopher Frank Carandini Lee on the 27th of May, 1922, in London, England. He was 83 years old at the time of the film's release. In 2005, Lee played the character with a serious and almost intimidating presence, making Dr. Wonka feel like a man who believed discipline mattered more than affection. His deep voice, stern expression, and controlled manner helped explain why Willy grew up with fear, distance, and confusion about family. Although his screen time was limited, Lee gave the role a strong dramatic impact, turning a small part into an important emotional key to the story. By this point, he was already one of cinema's most respected actors, known for his commanding presence in horror, fantasy, adventure, and historical roles. His long career included legendary performances as Count Dracula, Saruman, and many other powerful figures. Christopher Lee passed away on the 7th of June 2015 in London, England, at the age of 93. His legacy in this role remains tied to discipline, hidden pain, and a performance that helped reveal the wounded childhood behind Willy Wonka's eccentric world. Noah Taylor brought tired warmth, humility, and quiet sadness to the role of Mr. Bucket, Charlie's gentle father who struggles to support his family with patience and dignity. Born on the 4th of September, 1969, in London, England, he was 35 years old at the time of the film's release in 2005. Taylor played the character with a soft and understated presence, showing a man worn down by poverty but never hardened by it. His calm voice, modest expressions, and loving concern for Charlie helped make the Bucket home feel emotionally real, even in its hardship. Instead of turning Mr. Bucket into a tragic figure, Taylor gave him a simple decency that reflected the family's quiet strength. His scenes added a human balance to the strange and colorful world outside their small house, reminding the audience why Charlie's kindness mattered so deeply. Before this role, Taylor had already earned respect for his work in independent films and character parts, often playing sensitive, unusual, or emotionally complex men. He later continued appearing in major film and television projects, building a career marked by subtle and memorable performances. As of May 2026, Noah Taylor is 56 years old. His legacy in this role remains tied to gentleness, sacrifice, and the image of a father whose love remains steady even in difficult times. Missy Pyle brought bold energy, comic confidence, and sharp exaggeration to the role of Mrs. Beauregard, Violet's competitive mother, whose obsession with winning clearly shaped her daughter's personality. Born Andrea K. Pyle on the 16th of November, 1972, in Houston, Texas, she was 32 years old at the time of the film's release in 2005. Pyle played the character with bright enthusiasm and a polished but pushy attitude, making her feel like a parent who measured success through trophies, attention, and public praise. Her wide smile, fast reactions, and restless pride added humor to the story, especially in the way she celebrated Violet's confidence without seeing the pressure behind it. Instead of making Mrs. Beauregard only loud or silly, Pyle gave her a believable competitive edge that helped explain why Violet wanted to be first at everything. Before this role, she had already built a steady career in comedy and character parts, known for her expressive face and fearless screen presence. She later continued appearing in many film and television projects, often bringing humor, confidence, and eccentric charm to supporting roles. As of May 2026, Missy Pyle is 53 years old. Her legacy in this role remains tied to ambition, comic timing, and a performance that made Violet's world feel even more intense and entertaining. James Fox brought polished authority, quiet wealth, and restrained comic frustration to the role of Mr. Salt, Veruca Salt's rich father, who tries to satisfy every one of his daughter's demands. Born William Fox on the 19th of May, 1939, in London, England, he was 66 years old at the time of the film's release in 2005. Fox played the character with a calm but indulgent manner, showing a father who had great money and social status, yet very little control over his spoiled child. His formal voice, serious expression, and patient reactions made Mr. Salt feel like a man used to solving problems by buying his way through them. Instead of making him simply foolish, Fox gave the role a dry and dignified humor, especially in the scenes where Veruca's impossible wishes become more and more unreasonable. His presence helped explain how Veruca became so demanding, while also adding a sharp contrast to the poor but loving Bucket family. Before this role, Fox had already built a long and respected acting career in British cinema, stage, and television, known for his elegance, emotional control, and classic screen presence. As of May 2026, James Fox is 87 years old. His legacy in this role remains tied to wealth, indulgence, and a performance that made Mr. Salt both refined and quietly ridiculous. Adam Godley brought nervous energy, awkward humor, and a slightly helpless warmth to the role of Mr. TV, Mike TV's father, whose calm personality often seems overwhelmed by his son's sharp attitude and obsession with technology. Born on the 22nd of July 1964, in Amersham, Buckinghamshire, England, he was 41 years old at the time of the film's release in 2005. Godley played the character with a quiet comic discomfort, showing a parent who is present but not fully in control of the child beside him. His hesitant expressions, polite manner, and uneasy reactions helped make Mr. TV feel both funny and sympathetic. Instead of turning him into a flat background figure, Godley gave the role a believable sense of embarrassment and confusion, especially as Mike questions everything around him inside Wonka's strange world. Before this role, he had already worked widely on stage and screen, earning respect for his versatility, sharp timing, and ability to move between comedy and drama. He later became known to wider audiences through roles in television, film, and theater, including acclaimed work in the Lehman trilogy. As of May 2026, Adam Godley is 61 years old. His legacy in this role remains tied to nervous humor, parental helplessness, and a performance that helped make Mike TV's family dynamic feel quietly memorable. Franziska Trogner brought warmth, loud humor, and motherly indulgence to the role of Mrs. Gloop, Augustus Gloop's proud mother, whose affection clearly helped shape her son's uncontrolled appetite. Born on the 18th of July, 1954, in East Berlin, East Germany, she was 51 years old at the time of the film's release. In 2005, Trogner played the character with a bright, expressive presence, making Mrs. Gloop feel loving but completely unaware of how spoiled Augustus had become. Her cheerful reactions, strong accent, and exaggerated pride added comic flavor to the story, especially in the scenes where she speaks about her son's eating habits as if they were something admirable. Instead of making the role only silly, Trogner gave her a believable sense of devotion, showing a mother who truly adores her child even when she cannot see his flaws. Before this role, she had already built a respected career in German theater, film, and television, known for her lively personality and strong comic timing. As of May 2026, Franziska Trogner is 71 years old. Her legacy in this role remains tied to humor, affection, and a performance that made Augustus Gloop's world feel even more colorful and memorable. Blair Dunlop brought quiet sadness, innocence, and emotional restraint to the role of young Willy Wonka, showing the lonely childhood behind the strange and distant candy maker. Born on the 11th of February, 1992, in Chesterfield, Derbyshire, England, he was 13 years old at the time of the film's release. In 2005, Dunlop played the younger version of the character with a gentle but troubled presence, making it clear that Willy's unusual personality did not come from simple eccentricity, but from fear, control, and emotional distance at home. His scenes with Dr. Wilbur Wonka gave the story a deeper feeling, revealing a boy who loved sweets and imagination, but was raised under strict rules and little affection. Instead of making young Willy overly dramatic, Dunlop used quiet expressions and nervous reactions to show how deeply the character was affected by his father's cold discipline. Although this was a small role, it helped explain the adult Wonka's discomfort with family and his difficulty connecting with others. Away from acting, Dunlop later became better known as a folk musician and singer-songwriter, building a respected career in music. As of May 2026, Blair Dunlop is 34 years old. His legacy in this role remains tied to innocence, loneliness, and the childhood pain that shaped Willy Wonka's strange world. Liz Smith brought gentle humor, old-fashioned warmth, and a sweet sense of family history to the role of Grandma Georgina, one of Charlie Bucket's elderly grandparents who shares the tiny family home. Born Betty Gleadle on the 11th of December 1921 in Scunthorpe, Lincolnshire, England, she was 83 years old at the time of the film's release. In 2005, Smith played Grandma Georgina with a soft but amusing presence, making the character feel fragile, loving, and quietly funny. Her small reactions, sleepy expressions, and gentle voice added charm to the Bucket household, where poverty was balanced by affection and togetherness. Although her role was brief, she helped make Charlie's family feel fuller and more human, reminding the audience that love and loyalty mattered more than comfort or wealth. Before this role, Smith had already become a beloved British character actress, known for her distinctive comic timing and memorable performances in television and film. She was especially admired for bringing warmth and eccentricity to ordinary people, turning small roles into unforgettable moments. Liz Smith passed away on the 24th of December, 2016, in Worthing, England, at the age of 95. Her legacy in this role remains tied to tenderness, gentle comedy, and the comforting image of a grandmother whose presence added heart to Charlie's humble world. Eileen Essel brought gentle humor, sleepy warmth, and quiet family tenderness to the role of Grandma Josephine, one of Charlie Bucket's elderly grandparents who shares the small bed in the family's humble home. Born Eileen Joan Essel on the 8th of October, 1922, in London, England, she was 82 years old at the time of the film's release in 2005. Essel played Grandma Josephine with a soft and slightly fragile presence, adding both sweetness and old-fashioned charm to the Bucket household. Her quiet expressions, gentle reactions, and tired but loving manner helped make Charlie's family feel poor in comfort, but rich in affection. Although her screen time was limited, she gave the role a believable warmth that supported the story's emotional center. Before this part, Essel had spent many years connected to stage work and teaching, and she became especially notable for beginning her screen career very late in life. She later appeared in television and film roles that showed her natural comic timing and distinctive elderly charm. Eileen Essel passed away on the 15th of February, 2015, in London, England, at the age of 92. Her legacy in this role remains tied to tenderness, quiet humor, and the comforting image of a grandmother whose presence helped make Charlie's home feel deeply human. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed looking back at the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory cast and the stories behind their unforgettable roles. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your favorite character, sweetest moment, or most memorable scene in the comments. See you in the next video, and remember, pure imagination can open the sweetest doors.